Hi, this is Roy at Honest Accurate Auto here in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Today we're going to talk about ignition systems for your cars. I'm going to go over it a little bit. So basic systems, they've changed over the years. The original systems had distributors in them with coils. This particular one had the coil mounted in the distributor. Then they moved to coil packs with the plug wires. And then now basically everybody's coil unplugged. So with that, on some vehicles you got your spark plug wires, which do wear out in time. It is actually worse in high humidity areas than it is here in Colorado. They used to tell us that you need to replace them every 50,000 miles. But here at Honest Accurate, basically when one goes bad, you should replace them all. It just varies by vehicle by vehicle. So with that, we're going to have a little short video on an arcing plug wire to go ahead and show you that. So what you just saw in that video showed the arcing coming out of the plug wire jumping down to the valve cover because it is worn thin through here. Another big problem with this, and this particular one, is the inside has worn out and it has caused a miss on this particular car, in fact. So the boots and everything can leak where they spark out through, and the cylinder cause you a misfire, causing the check engine light to flash and shake and shudder and going on. On the coils, they have coilover plugs, also have a boot set up. They can have the same sort of problem go on. Plus, the bad thing about coil and plugs is when these wear out, they're pretty expensive, anywhere from $80 to $200 a piece. And if you got a bunch of them going bad, it's not good. So on your spark plugs, you can get tracking worn down the sides where it just takes the spark and grounds it out, and then you have a miss on that. This and this just failed totally. So there are so many different styles of plugs, and depending on the vehicle and the make, different intervals for changing the plugs, anywhere from 30,000 to 120,000 miles. You have to check the manual. And there's some cars with 2 plugs per cylinder. So there's a lot of Dodge pickups with 16 plugs in it. So it can get kind of expensive. And some cars are very labor intensive to get to some of the plugs. Some of them you have to take intakes off, like a Lexus or a Toyota. Big one for that. So the big thing is keeping it up so you don't have your misfires, keeping on top of your plug wires, and keeping it maintained to keep your car running good and getting the best fuel economy possible. For more tips, subscribe to our YouTube channel.